not for the strong. They search for the weak, the lonely, the lost, the ones desperate to be seen. Your pain, sacred control, not love. It feels like safety, but it's a cage. Your fear is the faith. Hope becomes their power. Soul the prize. This is the warning. Trust no promise that demands your mind. No love should cost you everything. This is disturbed.
Ooh, yeah. As always, got Mo joining me again tonight, and I thought I would give you guys a little glimpse into what some of the stuff that we're going to be covering after tonight, and it'll be more on the YouTube side because you know the rumble portion will end. I think tonight will be our last one on the rumble because I think we've finished all those out. And you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to show everybody the link because you know I do that. let me grab
you
that
sound
really
like
quick.
me. I'm always like, oh crap, did I add Rumble? And then I'm like, oh no, I didn't. I'm a genius.
Nope, I did. I do this all the time. Let's go here and make sure this is the one. There it is. All right, just making sure that I've got it here, and I will put this in here. Hit paste in. That is where we will be. Hey, Kippy. And this is where we'll be going over to the Rumble side after. Hey, Danny. There you go. That's good.
Howdy.
And let me get onto the YouTube side so I can pin that in there because, well, I slacking again. And pin this up here because, well, you know, what else am I into but slack off? I was too busy playing polka music for Mo.
Well, you know, it is one of our things. We're big in Sheboygan.
Yeah, yes. Big in Sheboygan. All right. So this is part of a lawsuit that was brought against multiple people. And as you'll see up here, the respondent is basically one of the defendants, which is Adam Catsale, Celia, Elizabeth, and Lisa. This one here is basically, this is the named party, answers and defenses to the complaint. So he's giving you a little breakdown of what it is. He says the court does not have personal jurisdiction over the defendant because he, Adam Catsale, is a resident of New York, has no connection with the state of Michigan whatsoever, has never been to Michigan. He does not have a residence in Michigan. He does not have a business in Michigan and has not done any business with Michigan. There is zero connection other than the fact that the plaintiffs who are suing him reside in Michigan. Want to read the next one?
Sure. Let's see. Statute of limitations. This case was filed on June 23rd, 2020, and my YouTube video titled My Twin Flame Cult Experience Facebook group was published on May 3rd, 2019. This falls outside the 1-year statute of limitations per Michigan law for libel and slander defamation.
State briefly and precise, and what it says, asserting claims against the plaintiff, counterclaim or against other defendant, cross-claim if applicable. State briefly and precisely what damage or other relief the party asserting a counterclaim or cross-claim asks the court to order. Do not make legal arguments, include any basis for claiming that wrongs alleged are continuing at the present time, include the amount of any actual damage claimed for the acts alleged, and the basis for these amounts, including any punitive or exemplary damages claimed, the amounts and the reasons that are alleged to the entitled party to actual punitive money damages. And I'll let you read a few of these here.
Okay. Let's see. Defendant asserting the counterclaim or cross-claim against, specify who the claim is against. This claim is against Jeffrey Ion and Shalele Ion. I allege that they have wasted my precious effing time, deuces, when it could have been spent enjoying myself or watching paint dry. Honestly, even converting oxygen to carbon dioxide is more enjoyable and important than whatever they say. They have also inflicted both mental and emotional distress. B, the defendant seeks the following damages or other relief. I am seeking relief for having to have hired a local New York attorney who tried to contest this frivolous lawsuit. He, the attorney, was unsuccessful at dismissing this case because the plaintiffs are greedy and completely unreasonable. I am kindly asking for the minimum of $2,867 that I paid to the attorney. Of course, it would be nice to receive additional financial relief for the stress and aggravation that the plaintiffs have caused me. If the court would find it in their heart to award me financial relief, I would be most grateful. Furthermore, Jeff and Shakray Cray have sent extremely nasty, sociopathic, narcissistic typed letter to me and other defendants, which I will include below.
The letter sent to me and other defendants from Shalele and Jeff. Oh, yeah. Dear
Oh,
TFU
dear
victims,
God.
we've had enough of your bullying, with your baseless slander, cyber violence, and cyber stalking. We've had enough of your lies, your defamation, your libel, your illegal, immoral dishonor, and sickening behavior. We've had enough of you damaging our finances and stealing our clients and driving away potential clients with lies of us being a cult.
Your accusations are baseless and complete fabrications. Each and every one of you knows it. We have done nothing but love and care for you while you worked with us, and we have a deep, deep record. You.
I would use Purell after touching those records. God only knows what they used to peg each other with, so God only knows.
And testimony of this. Your efforts to try to attack us have been sadly only in Minecraft, have been meaningless, and we have been very patient with you while you figured that out. You clearly aren't figuring that out for yourselves, so we will try to give you this notice to cease and desist your attacks and remove them from the internet immediately. From the internet, not for the internet, but I mean, I wouldn't want to keep those nudes either, so I'm with you.
We're finished with your attacks because we like it so much, and the abuse, we won't accept it. No, we'll take it, but we don't accept it. Starting immediately, you will disband and end your hate campaign, or we will end it for you. We are going to sue you, and if you claim bankruptcy, well, we're going to find some other ways to collect what you owe from those related to you. Oh, so we're going to go after your
Wait,
families too.
Shizzy, I don't think you can go after family members just because of bankruptcy, because Lynette's family members would have hunted her down by now.
Yes.
If family members, I mean, that is not oh God, did they use ChatGPT for this? Also, I love that
don't
they
know.
used Comic Sans.
Yes. Well, it's actually just bolded.
Oh,
It's bolded. What do you call it? Times New
Roman.
Roman. Oh, we'll find ways to collect from those related to you. When you make money, courts can take money from your bank account and paycheck and give money to us plus interest until we're paid in full for the damages you've inflicted, emotional, financial, and damages to our reputation. Not just us, but to every single extension coach in their business as well. MAP, which means meat and potatoes, especially looking at you, Misty Linnae. And maybe even the Church of Union also have grounds to sue you as well.
Bankruptcy means it's nearly impossible for you to rent an apartment, rent a room, or even apply for a real world job. Excuse me, what do
That's not
Jeff and
true.
Shakray Cray know about a real world job? Because they talk like they have experience besides like grifting off of being Timu Jesus.
Yes, everything's okay at home.
It means no loans or credit cards and bank accounts that charge you fees every single month to keep them open. We will also pursue you to the fullest extent of laws for your crimes. We will subpoena every single social media outlet for your identities, your IP addresses, your computers and hard drives, your Google accounts for every single defamatory and illegal thing. Computer professionals with warrants will follow every detail of your digital footprint and collect all evidence. Police and detectives will be sent to each and every one of your homes to investigate you thoroughly. No. We will
No.
drag you in and out of court for a long time, yes. We will set a precedent in the court system to protect people all over the world from cyberbullies like you. You are
Oh,
not the Rosa Parks of the internet. I don't know, but please, Jeff, if you would sit and spin, that would be awesome.
oh, we were not engaged the legal system to take you to court for civil and criminal activities. Your criminal activities will land you in jail. We will hire private investigators to come after you and investigate you because we want to look at you. Can you take your shirt off? We will find every little last piece of garbage you have done to hold you fully accountable for it.
To the parents associated with your hate group, I mean, that's a life goal, but I haven't achieved it yet.
Ugh.
We've been made fully aware of your abusive behavior and criminal stalking of your adult children. You will leave them alone and communicate your retraction to Vice, or you will find your wrongs are also reported to the press. Wait a minute. So the abuse that you surgically implanted by means of a very persuasive and incredibly controversial therapy technique. Okie dokie.
Yeah, well, and this is the other thing. It's like you want the parents to accept your response, saying well, you've got a restraining order against them. No, that would mean here's what a restraining order means. Okay, just for this idiot right there, there's no criminal stalking because one, there's no restraining order against the parents. And to get one of those restraining orders, you would have to notify the person that you're getting a restraining order of, and they would have to come and plead their case, which means they would have to show up in court. This is why they've never filed one, because they would have to show up in court and actually plead their case.
Yeah. And here's the other problem. Again, you are never going to get a mom to back down. What these people don't understand is those ties that bind, that these children have basically spit on their parents over and over again, and yet they still meet and they hang out and they give each other support and strength, and they would welcome their kids. I mean, one woman went to the butthole of God's creation, Arizona, to try to see her child.
Mhm.
So,
And they found that her child wasn't there, so she left.
yeah.
She didn't harass them. She didn't talk to anybody.
No.
She just moved on. Well,
See,
to
now,
those who reside outside the U.S., well, you can be extradited to the United States and be prosecuted in criminal courts here for your illegal actions. You too will be held financially responsible for the damage you have inflicted if you do not agree to the simple request listed below. Oh no, that's not how it works.
yeah, well, I mean, the UK might send you over.
Yeah.
Australia will probably tell you deuces.
No, most countries will just say no. Over this,
Yeah.
no. And
You,
also this isn't criminal, this is civil. There's a big difference.
yeah.
As you can see right here, they're saying prosecuted in criminal courts. There's a difference between criminal and civil.
Yes, and this is where, and there are very different levels of things you can bring in, evidentiary rules. That's why you'll rarely, I mean, that's why they kind of bifurcate law into civil and criminal,
Mhm.
because there are such profound differences. Oh, good
Oh,
Lord.
You know we have done nothing even remotely wrong, illegal, and unethical or immoral to any of you, any of our students, or anyone at all, except that you just broke like run-on sentences. So I guess screw you to grammar and English that we all agreed on.
Yeah.
You know, we have never done anything to harm you. The relationship ended and we left you alone, but you did not leave us alone. But you're their twin flame. They were just trying to breach your boundaries because they just effing love you.
They did the mirror exercise, and the mirror exercise told them, you need to confront this person to, make it right with your twin flame.
This is called stalking. Where in the hell is Alanis Morissette when I need an ironic song?
So, I mean, it is complete irony, especially that right there. It says the relationship ended and we left you alone, but you did not leave us alone. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
So they know what they were doing was wrong.
Oh my God. Every single one of their members should go move into Jeff's house.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is called stalking, and it doesn't look good in a court of law because it's illegal and insane.
It's also the basis of your entire foundation of your group.
But okay, your hate loop greeter or leader, Ellie
Hate
Giacomin.
loop greeter. I love that. Hate loop greeter.
I mean, hey, when I have a Walmart, that's what it's gonna be. It's a hate loop. Like, look, I hate it being here. You hate being here. Let's bond in our hating stuff. See you later. That's how the Walmart greeters are gonna be. Like, look, we both hate it. I'm just gonna have a replay of REM Everyone Hurts just the entire time in my hate mart.
Yes.
Ellie has already spent 6 weeks in jail for stalking. Her second offense on this charge alone would incur a stiffer sentence, not with our jail reform. Each of you would be her accomplices and stalkers too. So would that be like Assassin's Creed? Like Stalker's Creed? Okay.
Stalker's Creed. I like Stalker's Creed.
Yeah. Ellie recently attempted to sue her doctor for malpractice and lost her case due to lack of evidence. She has a proven track record of failing in these matters and is not someone with whom you want to align.
You have absolutely no evidence of any of your insane claims. We would be erroneous. We have enormous, and I say enormous in bold letters, evidence of your illegal activities and of your civil offenses, and have been keeping detailed record of it all over the last year. We have also a record of all our interactions with you through recorded classes and messages where a jury would see that we have treated you with kindness, courtesy, and respect. Yeah, we cut you, we set you up, then we cut you off whenever you don't bow to our demands. Hundreds and hundreds of our students will step forward and testify that not only have we treated each of them with respect, that we have treated each of you with respect. Our system functions with exacting efficiency, and whatever support we call in from students, they will gladly stand up for not just us, but for themselves against your hatred.
We will subpoena you all to courts in Michigan where you don't live. You will have to pay travel expenses, hotel, food. Well, of course, she would be worried about food. Court fees. She thought it was food court, but then she added the comma. Lawyer fees, in addition to the money we will sue you for. In the end, this will cost us nothing because you will have to reimburse us for our lawyers and the private investigators and the damages you caused. Since your slanderous article appeared in Vice, we estimate damages in the millions of dollars that you will be jointly liable for. If you do not show up for court, you will automatically lose and you will pay in full whatever we are suing you for. In criminal court, if you don't show up, there will be an immediate warrant for your arrest. Again, you would get served from a criminal court, like from a sheriff, from a DA, not from Jeff and Shakray Cray, okay?
No, not from
Just
Jeff
throwing
and
that out
Sprayer.
there.
Yeah, they're not being criminals.
We promise you, we will outlast you in court battle, and our community will step up and support us for every single penny we need to bring you to justice. We are aching to bring you to justice for your crimes.
As he pulls the WNBA toy out of his hand.
Pretty much.
So here's the problem with their whole logic. Again, these are people that built their entire business using free labor. These are also people that have never had to kind of delineate or watch their bottom line since this whole thing started. Yes, if they are successful in their lawsuits, they could recoup their money that they've already spent for lawyers. The
Yeah,
problem is that most civil lawyers are going to require, and especially the ones that they're going to require, are going to require a pretty hefty retainer. And you don't recoup those losses until this actually goes through. So
exactly.
they are very confused, and I don't think they understand what they're trying to scare right now, but they didn't, if they really wanted to scare, and this is how you know they haven't contacted a lawyer, this isn't coming on legal letterhead. This isn't coming from a lawyer. This is probably some twin flames person that vaguely took, they're like, I watch LawTube, I know exactly how to draft this.
Exactly. So far, it hasn't really been worth it for us to take you to court. No, it's never worth to take anybody to court. But due to your recent escalations, our patience is completely worn out. This ends now, or you will find each and every single person who does not take us up on our offer and who is even slightly conspired in this game. You have been playing receives. You have been playing receives a summons to Michigan court. What? Conspired in this game you have been playing receives a summons to Michigan court, where you will find a Michigan jury very, very sympathetic to the hardworking entrepreneurs who built a profitable business from the ground up, and very unsympathetic to people who are committing senseless hate crimes against us.
Okay, here's the other thing. They basically put everything under a 501c3. So these entrepreneurs are contributing nothing in tax revenue. So I don't think that, the town council is going to be really pissed off that the weird hippie cult is, bankrupt and has to move out of their, because imagine their neighbors. You have got to imagine their neighbors, like they scrimped and saved, they were dentists, and they move into this really ritzy neighborhood, and you've got Timu Jesus and Shakray Cray and their weird band of weird people that they keep in their basement. And you're like, son of a whore.
And see, the thing is I've seen court cases for like an eviction where the party that was being evicted, and get this, the rent was somewhere on the upward scale of the $6,000 a month, because this was not a small or a cheap place to live. They've been squatting there. You also have to
Oh,
understand that the two individuals involved were both highly paid professionals. We're talking one, I think one was a doctor and one was a dentist, or they might have both been dentists or both been doctors, and had profitable businesses, yet they wouldn't pay the rent and they were squatting. Could you imagine? And there's people that are like this in the world, that you'll run across. It's crazy. But what's going to be crazy is I'm going to send everybody over to the Rumble side here. The link is pinned in the chat, and we're going to get started up on the last part of it. And next week, we'll be covering some of these court cases, because you think that part is crazy? Oh, it gets much better.
well,
Much,
and the
much.
problem is that this is why you send this to a legal, because a lawyer is going to say, look, you have this, they're going to itemize, and they're not going to be emotional. There are already very credible threats that they're putting there that could be seen as intimidation, coercion, or possible blackmail or extortion,
Mhm.
because they're threatening parents. They're saying that they have, criminal ties. They're doing a lot of things that can be looked at as intimidation or harassment. When you send it through your lawyer and contact their lawyer, it keeps it professional, it doesn't cross any of those boundaries, and it keeps that emotional part out.
Exactly. And then they're going to put it legal. They're going to put it in legal terms for another attorney to be able to understand. But you're right. It's just too emotional. But this right here, I just posted. Click on that link. That'll take you over to the Rumble side. And here we go. We'll
Ooh.
lead you guys over there in just a short bit, and see if you like my Rumble switch.